Hey everybody, welcome to episode 116 of Build That House with me, Jim. Glad you're back. So I have fully and completely tie-parred 2 layers on the front, 2 layers on the sides, and now I've got to do the back. Let's go take a look. So I've been doing this for a couple months now, and it seems to drag on, but I can't believe it. Actually starting to get close to completing the job. And I'll show you around the back here what's next. Okay, so my next challenge is to get 2 layers of tie-par on the back of the house. Let's hope I can get it done in like 10 days. Then we're happening, and the whole house will be 2 layers of tie-par. The sides here are 2 layers, and the front has 2 layers, and I just finished it yesterday with 2 layers of tie-par on the front. I'll show it to you here. Amazing. And we got 2 layers on the east side. That's the west side. 2 layers. Boom. Finally, 2 layers. 2 layers on the sides. Now, we'll go around the back. We'll take care of that back. We'll put 2 layers on the back. And then I don't have to deal with tie-par anymore. And there we go. Let's move this huge piece of aluminum scaffolding. Here's the beauty of this next part. The only way I can handle these 20-foot long aluminum poles by myself is that if the actual scaffolding part is right down at the bottom. If I attempt to take this off simultaneously and supporting it at the same time, it could be disastrous. So what I have to do is put a lower mount down, take this mount off, and then take that off and release it so that I can get that down a little further. In fact, it might be actually worse than that. I got to put another mount down here, take this mount off, drop this all the way down, put another mount up here in a place where I can reach it, preferably a little bit lower than that, take the bottom one off, whilst this is down low here so that I can manage it. So now I've got to do one on, one off, send it down, one on, one off. That takes about half an hour if I'm lucky. Same deal on the other side. This is my funnest part. It's one thing I enjoy working by myself, but you miss that camaraderie, that celebratory moment when you work with other guys and you know you've done something cool. Kind of a high-five moment. There's never really that. But there's millions of guys out there in the world like that do things alone. And it's humbling. Calling it a day, it's 8 o'clock at night. I'll catch this one tomorrow. Welcome to 116. And appreciate you tuning in. Hey everybody, I'm back at it. It's March 28th. It's kind of a brisk morning. It's not quite April yet, but it's certainly still a good time to wear a toque. So, as I stated earlier in the video, I'm taking these down. Everything takes a long time. There's tens of thousands of little mini movements involved with building a house. A tool will break. You can't move forward until you fix the tool. You got to move a cord. There's all those little things that people might not think about when you're building a house that just takes time. buying materials, figuring out what materials you need, not knowing what a material is, finding it at the building yard, asking someone what it is. It goes on and on. So it's a tremendous learning curve, which I've been engaged in for the last 2.5 years. On July the 13th, it'll be 3 years that I've been working on this, pardon me. And no regrets, just kind of laying out what exactly is involved, and it is quite a bit. So, you know, just in order to move something like this aluminum scaffolding, you play the mounting game, so that can come down, so it's easy for me to manage. Move that stuff around the back, and that's just so that I can carry on with this type R job in the back. You know, it's just what it is. It's just, it's not just doing the job, it's everything else to get to do the job. So really that takes a lot of time. And so here we are. Hopefully my buddy Graham the Bad Back Plumber will be back and get to do a little plumbing instead for a change. So I'm looking forward to his arrival. And he's been a buddy of mine for 20 years. We go way back, played in a rock band together. He's one of the best bass players I know, and always a pleasure when he's around. So we're gonna carry on and get this done. Let's do it. Well, I'm just sitting here thinking about how I want to handle this. Basically, there's a plywood line that I'd like to follow. And this next lap would go here, but that ladder's about 20 feet up. Plus I got to reach up another, I'd say 3 feet above the height of that ladder. So I either do the ladder or set up the scaffolding, and neither of them sound too appealing. However, man, after doing this for over 2 months, I do not want to do the back, man. Okay, I've been trying to figure out the best way to do this. I tried a ladder first, but it's freaking high. Any false move and you're done. So then I tried to stand up this Lumipole, and when I got to the top, it hit the fascia board. So now I've dug a hole, and hopefully that'll give me the room that I need to stand the Lumipole up. Let's check it out. I'll film it for you. Gonna go deeper with the hole. It's already 8 inches. Try that. You know, that's what it's all about. I think I've been doing this for about an hour and a half now. Haven't even got the first Lumipole set up. I'm not complaining, I'm just showing you what it's involved in here. You know, this one will fit. It's deeper here. But I probably have to dig another hole closer to the end where the ladder is, so. It's starting to rain. Lovely. Right, that's one. Look at that. Barely fits in there. Crazy, it wouldn't clear the fascia. Had to dig a hole. Can you believe it? This is is what it's about. Problem solving. And get to point B. Shouldn't be this difficult, but it just is sometimes. Let's do it again. Let's dig another big hole right here. Put the other Luma pole here. Once they get that bad boy up, it seemed like a breeze after that. Let's do it. This one's really deep and actually has to go a little deeper. Okay, I think the second one's ready to go. Hopefully it'll clear the fascia board. You know, I remember about 5 or 6 years ago when we were talking about building a house, and I told my wife, and I'd actually just finished building this thing here. And it went really well, and it looks good, and everything went really quite smoothly. So I thought, man, I want to try building something else. I said to her, I want to do something hard. I remember saying those words. I want to do something hard. Well, I got it. And that's the whole thing with life, is just challenge yourself and overcome adversity. You get mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, all elements. And we're surviving, man. We're surviving. But sometimes I can't speak. It's cold out here. Sometimes it takes just that extra push to get through. And I think I might have it here. I'll film this one too. What the heck? Look how deep that hole is. I knew it because the grade between that one and this one goes up. So I thought, not only am I going to dig a hole, it's going to be a lot deeper. But I didn't anticipate, you know, that's probably 22 inches. Let's try it again. You know, thanks for coming along. I work by myself. It's nice to have somebody to talk to. You got her. All right, that one's up. I've been at this 3 hours and 15 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. This is only one small portion of scaffolding. It has to be moved several times, as you know. This is why it takes a month to do a side of a house by yourself, you know. Even if I had some help, it's still gonna be hell. If interest rates hadn't quadrupled and building materials hadn't gone up 30%, things would be a little bit different, but that's what happened. So this is what it is. You know, you could ask a friend to give you a hand, but when it takes 3 years to build your house, they'd be over there every day helping you. So you can't really do that. It's just not cool. No one's gonna help their crazy friend for trying to do something probably, as what most people would say, is unrealistic. So it is what it is again. Three and a half hours to set that up. It's my coffee time. I'm gonna go have a cup of coffee. All right, that's it for today, peeps. Next step. Use a little red tape there. It's half the price. It's exactly the same thing. So that you won't see that at the end because I'll use the matching tape for the second layer.